Have you ever set your alarm for 5 in the morning with massive, life-altering plans, only to hit snooze, wake up 3 hours later, and carry a heavy weight of guilt for the rest of the day? You tell yourself you're just not a morning person. You tell yourself you need your rest. Meanwhile, you read headlines about elite CEOs, world-class athletes, and self-made millionaires who claim their entire empires were built before the sun ever crossed the horizon. What do they know that you don't? Is it generic luck? Superhuman genetics? No, they have discovered a hidden exploit in the daily matrix. A quiet, unpatchable window of time known as the I am cheat code, while the rest of the world is unconscious, dreaming about the life they want. A select few are awake, actively constructing it. Stay with me until the very end of this video, because the story I'm about to tell you isn't just a tale of success. It is the exact execution blueprint that will prove your entire destiny is decided before the rest of the world opens their eyes. This is the wake-up call you have been waiting for. To understand the power of this cheat code, we must first look at a man who was utterly crushed by the system. In a grey, industrial town driven by the relentless hum of factories, lived a 32-year-old man named David. David worked the grueling night shift as a security guard at a massive textile warehouse. Every evening at 8 o'clock p.m., he locked himself behind the iron gates. Every morning at 6 o'clock a.m., exhausted, hollowed out, and emotionally drained, he walked back to a cramped, one-room apartment. His home consisted of a thin mattress on the floor, a broken fan, and a solitary light bulb that burst when the power dipped. David wasn't lazy. In fact, he worked harder than most. He walked miles on patrol, stayed alert through the freezing nights, and never shirked his duties. Yet, his bank account remained perpetually empty, and his soul felt completely trapped. Every morning on his walk home, he watched the world wake up. He saw people in clean clothes heading to corporate offices, families laughing over breakfast, and ambitious individuals greeting the day. David realized a terrifying truth. He was living his life backwards. The world moved forward while he slept through the daylight. He wanted to change. He tried applying for better corporate jobs, but with only a basic high school diploma, every single door slammed shut. After working a 12-hour shift, his brain was too fried to learn anything new. He was running on a treadmill that was firmly bolted to the floor. The turning point came on a bitter Tuesday morning in late autumn. David's phone rang just as his shift ended. It was his sister, her voice trembling. Their mother, who worked long hours in the rural countryside fields, had collapsed from severe physical exhaustion. David took the first bus out to the small village clinic. When he arrived, he found his mother looking terrifyingly frail. The doctor explained that she desperately needed rest, specialized care, and expensive medication, things David's meager salary could never provide. Sitting by her bedside, looking at her calloused, worn hands, something inside David broke. It wasn't sadness. It was a burning, incandescent rage. Rage at his own helplessness. Rage at a system that rewarded his hard work with nothing but survival. At exactly 5 o'clock a.m., he stepped outside the clinic into the freezing PI dawn air. The village was completely silent. The stars were fading, giving way to a deep indigo sky. He watched a few elderly farmers already heading out to the fields, greeting the cold dawn with silent dignity. In that quiet, sacred hour, David made a solemn vow. No more. He would find a way to break the cycle, no matter the cost, on the bus ride back to the city. Fate intervened. Sitting across from David was an older gentleman named Mr. Vance, a highly prominent businessman who owned several successful tech firms in the region. David was shocked to see a man of such immense wealth riding a regular public transit bus at 6 in the morning. Gathering his courage, David asked, "Excuse me, sir, why are you awake and traveling so early?" Mr. Vance looked up and smiled calmly. "Because I start my day at 4:30 a.m. I use these quiet hours to study, read, and master my mind before the rest of the world wakes up to distract me." David explained his situation, his night shifts, his utter exhaustion, and his desperate desire to change. Mr. Vance listened intently, then leaned forward. "Young man, let me give you a cheat code that altered the entire trajectory of my life 30 years ago. The hours between 5 o'clock a.m. and 7 o'clock a.m. are magic hours. That is when you build the foundation of your future while your competition is still dreaming. You say you have no time because you work all night. Change your sleep. Sleep from 7 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. Give yourself 5 hours to survive, and use the daylight to build your." The next morning, the alarm shrieked at 5 o'clock a.m. David's entire body violently protested. His muscles ached from the night shift, and a seductive voice in his head whispered, "Just go back to sleep. You can start next week." But David remembered his mother's frail hand in the hospital bed. He threw off the covers and stood up in the freezing dark. The first week was absolute agony. His eyes burned, his focus drifted, and the online data analytics courses he chose to study looked like an alien language. But he refused to break the contract. Hour 1. Python programming and data management. Hour 2. A rapid run through the empty, frost-covered streets, followed by reading business logistics books. He went to bed at 7:30 a.m., slept until noon, and repeated the cycle. By day 21, a biological shift occurred. David began waking up at 4:58 a.m. naturally 2 minutes before his alarm. His mind felt incredibly sharp. The data models he was building started making perfect sense. He began applying his new knowledge to his actual workplace. He noticed the textile warehouse had a highly chaotic, archaic inventory system. Using his morning hours, he built a customized, automated digital logistics dashboard that completely streamlined the warehouse workflow. On day 87, David presented the prototype to the general manager. The manager was stunned. "David, where on earth did you learn to build this?" David smiled softly. "I wake up at 5 in the morning and build it while the city sleeps." 3 days later, David was called into the executive corporate office. He wasn't just given a raise, he was promoted entirely. Out of the security guard uniform into the corporate office as the lead operations analyst. Accompanied by a daytime schedule and a tripled salary, he had completely rewritten his destiny in less than 3 months, 2 hours at a time. My friend, David's story is not a statistical anomaly. It is the predictable, mathematical result of applying the cheat code. The vast majority of the population complains that they don't have enough time to chase their dreams, start a side hustle, or fix their health. Yet, they spend their evenings from 8 o'clock p.m. to 11 o'clock p.m., trapped in endless, dopamine-fueled scrolling, watching Netflix, and consuming mindless content. They don't have a time problem, they have a discipline problem. Between 5 o'clock a.m. and 7 o'clock a.m., the world is completely silent. There are no text messages, no work emails, no notifications, and 0 distractions. Your willpower is at its absolute physiological peak. This is the ultimate competitive advantage. If you win the morning, you inevitably win the day. So, I am passing Mr. Vance's challenge directly to you today. Step 1. Tonight, set your alarm for exactly 5 o'clock a.m. Do not set it for 5:15 or 5:30. Place your phone completely across the room, so you are physically forced to get out of bed to silence it. Step 2. Protect your evening. Turn off the screens by 9:30 p.m. Sleep is not your enemy. Wasted evenings are. Step 3. Commit to this for 90 days. Pick just one skill you want to master and dedicate the first hour entirely to it. You are watching this video right now, which means you possess an internet connection, access to infinite free knowledge, and unparalleled opportunity. The only remaining question is, will you hit the snooze button tomorrow morning, or will you activate the cheat code? If you are ready to join the M Club and take absolute control of your life, hit that like button right now as your official pledge. Drop a comment below, stating the exact skill you are going to build during your first hour tomorrow morning. Let the community hold you accountable. Subscribe for more life-changing strategies every single week. Your future self is waiting on the other side of that alarm clock. Do not make them wait another day.